So let's set the ball rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome all of you here to this US technology project. For I want to believe that all of you know me. My name is Dr. KOA. I am Kweku. I am a lecturer and a professor in 4 universities. Currently, I'm in Ghana. I just came back from the UK. Leicester University and Warwick University from the UK is one of the places I'm a visiting professor. I'm also a visiting professor in Johannesburg University. I am a board member of this US organization. The name of the organization is, I'll be giving you a lot of websites, so don't worry at all. Especially those of you who are on the group page, you get a lot of websites on this project. The organization is in the US. I'm one of the board members. We are 10-member board of directors from US, from Canada, from Australia, from Italy, from France, from several places. I'm the only representative now from Africa. And I will encourage some of you to come and join me because I need a lot of support. My goal or my task is to get at least 1 million people on the African continent to be part of this project. Right now, the total number of people are close to 2,000. And the benefits are just great. Now, the fact that I've also told you that I am an academic, I'm also a businessman. I'm an academic, but I'm also part of this project means that this is not a job. Okay, so I want to put that on the board. This is not a job, which means that it is something that anybody can be part of whilst doing your normal job. In fact, 97% of the people in this project already do their normal job. And you will come to realize that the reason why you can do this is because you can operate in the comfort of anywhere you are, as long as you have your laptop or your mobile phone. You can use your laptop, you can use your mobile phone to execute every action and get great income, incredible income, some of which I will demonstrate to you. Everything is more of AI driven. Okay? So you will see that a lot if you are able to. And again, you don't need to have artificial intelligence knowledge at all, but you need to have knowledge. The knowledge you need to have is the knowledge you already have, and that knowledge is the knowledge of the using of a smartphone. Okay, some of the benefits of being part of this project have been listed here. These are just some of the benefits. In the process, you will get to know a lot of them. I want to recognize some people who are already part of this project on the African continent. Dr. Dorothy Hanson, she's one of the medical doctors, one of the incredible medical doctors in Ghana here, and voted one of the best medical doctors in the country in 2023. We have Mrs. Epiphania. She's also a lecturer as well, who's also part. There are quite a number of other people. Like I said, the organization is in 161 countries. And our part, we are working, or I'm working with people from 57 countries in the world. So stick and stay, ask questions towards the end, and just open up your mind so that you know exactly the intricacies, the nitty-gritties of this before you can make a decision. All right, so most people around the world want to have better life for themselves whilst doing their jobs. Better family life, better financial life, better work life, better job life, better everything, educational life. Most people have dreamed of this. And the thing is that GoPack, which is the name of this organization, is helping people across the world, irrespective of your education, your background. I saw that quite a number of you sent me your CV. You don't even need to send me your CV. You just need to find out what this is about in the first place. Because there is some kind of, there's that idea that people need to have a certain level of CV to demonstrate efficacy in work. Now, if you check the records of the billionaires in the world, they don't deal with CVs. The billionaires of the world deals with not intelligent quotient, but emotional quotient. Your ability to be able to weather the storms of life and be willing to go through the ordeal of life and still pierce through, even if you have no knowledge. That willingness to be able to make it, that is what, in fact, that is how people are employed. This is how people are actually making impact, not necessarily based on the person's CV. So Global Cap is allowing everybody, and you will come to realize that there are ministers on this group page, on this Zoom link right now. There are some ministers who are here. There are some multi-millionaires who are right here on this Zoom link. Okay? Because some of them, I know them, some of them, they know the capacity and what they can do with this project. And there are also people who are not that much educated, and they are fantastic people that they can also take this project. So it doesn't matter your level of class, anybody can be backed. It all began in 1997 in Quebec, in Gatineau. Then relocated to Texas in the United States. It's now seated on a 10,000 square feet data center. This organization is known as the GOTS Backup. Now, GOTS Backup is just not the main company. There is a global company known as a Global Virtual Opportunity. GOTS Backup is just a subsidiary or an anchor of that. There are several other ones. Everything is into AI, cloud storage, emailing system, cybersecurity, and anything related to technology or digital or digitalized assets. So the organization has just been around for years, but this aspect where they bring people into it, you see, the organization has served a lot of gigantic companies in the world, Facebook, Instagram, Google, several others, LinkedIn, it served them. And now they've opened the doors to serve you and I, or to bring you and I into partners. And that is why this is trending. It is trending because of two global or breaking news. The first one is this: data. Data is everything. The last time when I spoke about data, somebody says, are you talking about the internet data? No. The data we are talking about is videos, photos, documents, files, registry files, anything, music. Right now, there are almost 8 billion smartphones in the world. Everyone is using a mobile phone, almost. And the growth market of the mobile phone industry is just skyrocketing. I'm a professor of artificial intelligence, business analytics related to data science. Nothing can be done with data, with AI, unless you have data. So in big data analytics, you need a lot of information, data, to be able to do any work, from politics to zoology to archaeology to science to medicine to anything. You need data. So data has become like oil. Data is everything. And artificial intelligence thrives on data. If you look at the world, if you take the top 10 huge companies in the world, the top 10, 9 of them are all into technology or data or AI. From NVIDIA to Amazon to Tesla to Google to Facebook, all of these are all artificial intelligence driven. And that is how powerful the data world is growing. And so if a person locks himself in this arena, that person is going to do massively well. This is another information from statista.com from this year. From 2016 up to 2025, the number of mobile phones have just increased from 3,700, just 3,700, all the way up to almost over 7 million. And now we are reached 80 billion smartphones that are having. In fact, the number of mobile phones themselves are over 17 billion, but the smart ones are over 8 billion, which means that all of them require data. For example, somebody sends you a picture, a video, a document, a file. All of these things are what? Data. People don't read the news again. They don't read the newspaper, Spectator. People are getting the information in real time on their mobile phone. The world is becoming digitalized, not digitized. Hello. A helicopter crashes in the air, you get to know it immediately before even GTV will get to know about it. Information superhighway is flying at a phenomenal velocity and speed. And that is why anybody who wants to have an asset. You see, we call the real estate as the one of the beautiful $1 million industry. Well, then the current $1 million industry is data and AI. Data is now oil, the new oil, and artificial intelligence is a new real estate in the world. For example, in 2022, $90 billion was being generated from this. This year, 2025, $166 billion is being generated within the cloud storage alone. By 2030, almost $500 billion will be generated from the cloud storage industry. I was speaking to a $500 billionaire who I asked if you were to, invest in anything now. He's into real estate. If you were to invest in anything right now, what would be one area you would want to delve into? He said cloud storage. Cloud storage. Because look at the number of videos and pictures that are posted on social media. Where do you think they save these things? How big is the size of the petabyte and the zettabytes that are being stored? So when you have these kind of things, this is what is going to generate a lot of income for those that will delve into this area. And this is growing at a phenomenal rate. For example, look at your mobile phone. 88% of you on this call will go back home if you should forget your phone the moment you leave your house 5 minutes. 74% of you will use the phone in the toilet. So many people here are addicted to their phone in a good way. For example, most people here will use the phone for alarm clock, for TV, for radio, for internet. What's the first thing you pick up when you wake up from bed? The mobile phone. What's the last thing you put down when you're going to bed? The mobile phone. The laptop, the iPad. These gadgets have taken our lives. We sign on the mobile phone. We scan code information. We are now about to write in the air of the mobile phone. So all of these require data and require apps that are being created every now and then. And that is why this trend is generating a lot of information. But here's the bad news. The bad news is that 45% of cell phone users have damaged their phone and lost their data. 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. In fact, a laptop is stolen every 43 seconds. A mobile phone is stolen every 43 seconds. And when these things are stolen, the person will tell you, my problem is not even with the phone. My problem is with the data, the information that I have on the phone. Data itself is nothing until it's been transformed into meaningful use, and that is information. So people are looking for solutions. And the solution is the reason why we are here. So that's the first thing that is trending. The second thing that is trending is that many people are working on their mobile phones, on their laptops, from the home, from the beach, from the office, from several things. COVID-19 has changed the face of the world. I used to go to Dubai for a number of meetings, business meetings. And in the UK, I used to go to the UK for a number of business meetings. You have to be physically there. But during the COVID-19, you can't go for meetings. Aeroplanes were halted. The global industry was plummeted. And so a lot of people realize that you have to use Zoom to run businesses. People now started working from home. In fact, COVID-19 made people become inventional. People started inventing things. People started creating YouTube presence more than ever before in the history of human life. YouTube has skyrocketed. Zoom has become a multi-billion-dollar industry just because of COVID. So while some people were suffering from COVID, a new reality of working on the phone, working in the house, working in the beach sprang up. And so many people have delved into unveiling their unique value capacities and bringing it into. For example, 42% of Americans have businesses they do now. The Gen Zs are generating millions and millions of dollars. The youngest child in the world is 4.5 years, multi-millionaire. Why? Because that child is laughing in a very unique way, and the mother started posting the video on social media, started generating. People who have no knowledge. Okay. Sometimes some people think that you need to have a lot of academic excellence before you do well in life. It's been proven that that is not exactly the case. Because so many people have gotten to school, learned a lot of things, so many things. For example, when I was in my school, I was the highest guy, but it doesn't necessarily translate into value creation. So many people don't have a lot of higher level of learning, and they are doing so well because it's not about certificates, but it's about certificates. It's not about IQ, it is about EQ. It's not about intelligent quotient, but emotional quotient. And so many people have discovered their inner virtue, their unique value proposition, and have submitted these things to the marketplace because the market is demanding that kind of value. Ladies and gentlemen, value is anything that is useful to the user, not useful to you. It's no longer about whom you know, but it's about who knows you. So what you do magnetizes people to you, to the real world. And that is what, so the moment you speak somewhere, because of who knows you, you are in the right environment. And that is the environment that this organization helps people to, in addition to the cloud storage, to help them to discover their unique value proposition and market. I'll give you two examples, two very weird examples. There's a gentleman called Kenny Jonas. Kenny Jonas is well known for saying things that many people laugh about, but many people also agree. But I was speaking to one deputy minister this afternoon, and he was saying that, no, I agree with the guy, whatever the guy is saying. But a lot of people think he's fooling. But that gentleman has more social media presence than GT. He has more social media presence than TV3. Why? Because he's giving something called value. You see, value is anything that is useful to the user, not useful to you. As long as the user is happy with it, the user. So a lot of people have their own value. Someone is an expert in housewife. Someone is a carrier. Someone is a teacher, a lawyer, an engineer. But that value, he only goes to the workplace to submit that value. How can he be a doctor and only go to the consulting room and practice? When you can submit that value to the marketplace on the information superhighway, and that value will command its own returns. The issue is that a lot of people don't know. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you are an expert in some finance, or you're an expert in law. You have been teaching law or teaching finance, doing law or doing finance, but you've not come out with any book. But you have a lot of information in your head. That knowledge you are giving to a small microcosm people around you. But that knowledge, you can write a book. You see, when you write a book, you become an author. The word authority comes from the word author. So when you write a book and you become an author, you have an authority in the area. Your reputation precedes you ahead of time. But a lot of people are not doing that. Why? Because they don't have mentors who will guide them to be able to do that. And this is one angle that this organization helps people to even come out with their uniqueness and submit that uniqueness to the marketplace. And that will generate its own effects. So let's combine the two together. Go Backup. Go Backup leverages on these global trends and is helping people to find their realities. 161 countries. The last country to join the organization is Bangladesh. Ghana was the 82nd country in the world in 2023 July. And we have several countries across the world who are pushing the frontiers of Go Backup. So now let's get into it. What exactly is this project? What exactly do they do? How do you become part of this project? And how does it help you? Okay, you know about Dropbox, you know about Google Drive, you know about iCloud, you know OneDrive, WeTransfer. All of these are cloud storage departments. In fact, without even knowing, as long as you are using any smartphone, you are using one of these automatically. Some will give you just 5 terabytes of space. Beyond that, you have to buy. Some will give you 2 terabytes of space, like Dropbox. Beyond that, you have to buy. Some will give you 15. So that's a terabyte, 15 gigabytes. All of them are gigabytes. Okay. And then beyond that, you have to pay. Well, one thing is that Go Backup is like them, but it goes beyond that 14 times. In other words, Go Backup provides value over and above these ones, that even over and above what Google provides, Google Drive provides. And I'll be showing you that. And that is why it is trending and it is in several countries. So what exactly does Go Backup provide? Let's take, for example, the price. If a person wants to get Google Drive space of 6 terabytes, that will cost $302. If a person wants to go 6 terabytes for Dropbox, that will cost $359. If a person wants to go for iCloud, that will cost $419, 4 terabytes. 6 terabytes is like 6,000 gigabytes, just to give you a perspective. At the same time, if a person wants to take Go Backup for 6 terabytes, that is 6,000 gigabytes, the person pays less than $100, $99. So when you look at the price, Go Backup is cheaper than all of the competition. In fact, I have been contacted by people in Google, Dropbox, iCloud. I'm a member of the Go Backup board. And some of them wonder how we are able to magnetize the conditions that we are actually seeking. And it's because of the technology that is at hand. So we don't spend a lot of money, and therefore we make a lot of money, and that is why we can afford to give it to people at that level. So Go Backup is cheaper than any other cloud storage in the world. And it also gives more value than they do. And I'm going to show you some. For example, you can use iCloud. It's fantastic and it's still being used. But you have to use iCloud on an iPhone. You have to use Google Drive potentially on an Android phone effectively. You cannot use an iCloud on a Windows phone or Windows laptop. You have to use iCloud on MacBook. So if you have two phones, or your family have got different phones, you cannot back all of them at one place. And you are restricted to only that. But I have Go Backup on this phone, okay, that I have. I've Go Backup here. I also have Go Backup on my iPhone, and I can have Go Backup integrate all of them into one area. So it doesn't matter whether you have a Windows phone, Android phone, Huawei phone, Windows laptop, Android laptop, you can have all of them integrated into one area. I want you to understand the benefits of this Go Backup before we talk about how you can be part of this. You can also use Go Backup on unlimited devices. Okay? As many mobile phones as you have, you can use it on all of them. You can also use it on multiple platforms, multiple operating systems. You can also access your files anywhere in the world. With this one, you can have it also with the others. It has a military-grade encryption and a security. The security that Go Backup uses is the same security that Google uses, the same security that Amazon uses. It is an advanced encryption standard. It is a 256 military-grade patented security. It means that you require 256 sequence of numbers and letters before you can ever crack and hack into the surface. Nobody has ever been able to do even 129 military grade than to talk about 256. In short, your data is highly secure within the center. The data center is in the US. It's a 10,000 square feet data center. The data center is such a way that in case there is tsunami, earthquake, hurricane, typhoon, anything, any disaster in the US, the organization has built multiple data centers across the world so that your data is backed up on multiple servers across several places in the world. But there are other benefits of Go Backup, and I'm going to show you this time going online to show you it has an advanced plugin system. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this advanced plugin system is so huge. And before we go there, I want to just show you a short video. This video will just give you a perspective of what we're discussing, and then whilst I take you online. So just look at this 1 minute video.
I thought I had messed up. I forgot to back up the photos on my phone again. But I have the perfect solution thanks to my friend Julia. You see, Julia and her husband are always on the go. Between work, kids, and family moments, their devices are packed with important files and treasured memories. One coffee date changed everything. Julia's friend introduced her to Go Backup, A seamless way to protect all those docs, photos and videos. Got Backup isn't just a lifesaver for storage, it's also a smart way to earn extra income. Inspired by her friend, Julia and her husband decided to dive in together. Now matters most, and maybe even make some extra cash on the side with Got Backup.
One moment it's in your hand, the next it's shattered. Your heart skips a beat, right? Meet Tom, a dad who loves capturing every precious moment of his kids' lives. From vacation sunsets to soccer goals, ballet twirls to birthday candles. His phone?
So now I want to take you to my Got Backup live session here. Okay, this will give you a perspective. On the top right, you see my name there, which is Dr. KOA. This is my backup service. I have backed up 70% of all the devices I have in the UK, in Ghana, and I backed all of them up. Now, everything that you want to back up, you can back it up from Windows to Mac OS, from mobile phones, any kind of mobile phones, iPhone or Android, is all here. Now, once you backed up, you can go into your system by clicking auto login. When you click on auto login, it will open and then it will bring you to your service here. So once I click on auto login, it brings me all my files. Multiple mobile phones, as you can see, are all backed up. In short, it clones your entire computer and that of your devices that you have. It clones them for you. So you have all of them. Everything that you have, every picture, every video, everything, single thing that you have, everything is backed up in there. Now, but that is not even the main thing here. Once you backed up these things, you have to have access to them and they'll also be editing them. The beautiful thing is this. You can open any documents. I want to open any document and I want to open the document here. Okay. So let's say that I have this document and I try to open this Word document. It doesn't matter any document, you can open it. And then you can open this document, which I just done here. Let's try to open this. Because there's something about Got Backup that no other organization has, which is called collaboration. So let's say that you are working with several people across the world and you want to share a document. You can share this document and every person can be working on the document. So you work on the document and they also work on the document. Once you've shared the document with the person, on the top right here, you will see the names of everybody who is working on the document. So you may have people in China, in US, in Australia. Everyone is working on the document. You can say anything here and all of them will see it. In fact, you can type anything you want to type. Okay? You can click here and then you can click chat here and you can type hello. Anybody will answer, okay? And then they can say whatever they want to say in there. Maybe they will see the information here. Not just that. You can also speak instead of typing so that they will see what you are trying to say. But instead of typing, you can speak to the document. You do that by clicking on this plugin. By clicking here, you can say anything and it will type. Let me give you an example. Suppose I click here and I want to say something. Okay, let's say something. Let me say, I want to welcome all of you here to this Got Backup family. Stay and enjoy. There you go. It has typed everything I said. Now, many of you know a little how good, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and AI Cloud, how they all do. But this is for Word document. And Word document is a very powerful system that everybody uses. So this is the information that you have typed here. It has typed everything. You can actually tell it, oh, by the way, when you type this information, the person in China who cannot read English will see the language in Chinese. You can actually take this language here and you can translate that. In fact, it automatically translates to that person. Okay? So the person will see that language in Chinese. So if you want to change the language, you click here. If you want to see it in Chi, you can convert that language in Chi, of course, if the person wants to see it in Chi. The information I typed here is all written in Chi. I want to welcome all of you here to this Got Backup family. The person Got Backup. Tnaho, Nanya, Energy, stay and enjoy. So it has automatically what? Converted what I just said. You can convert it to GAN, okay, practically, to any other language that you want to convert it. Okay. Misumoni mahirenyefe mi yodie le atu keba go back up wake your name. I'm not that good in GAN, but you can understand what it's trying to do here. If you want to convert it to Italian, you can convert the whole thing to Italian. And then you can see the writing right here in Italian. And the same way, if you want to convert it to Chinese Mandarin, you can do that. Now, if the person speaks those languages, they automatically converted to those languages for the person. So the beauty of Go Backup is that it is multilingual, okay, across. And you can also read what you just typed. You don't need to read it yourself, it can read. For example, let's say I want to read this portion here. I'll just click there, and then I'll start the reading.
Sometimes we have to take the hardest decisions. Don't only hope that things will be better without fighting for it. Right now, you are standing on your acre of diamonds. You are 3 feet down your gold. So,
This like I didn't highlight everything that I wanted to highlight. But you can see that it's reading everything that I have typed in there. So this is just a microcosm. This is just a small part of how powerful and collaborative it is. You can take a picture in Accra and make it look like you took the picture in London, in New York, in any place in the world. You can do multiple photo editing without using photo editing. All of these are free, and they are part of the Go Backup package. You can use it to do multiple research. Okay? Zotero, you use it for Mendeley translation, converting your references and everything. You can save it in different formats, files. Okay? You can save it in Word document, PDF, OTT, PDF, .t, RTF, text, EPUB, HTML, any kind of format. You can save all of these here, and there is more. I want to take you back here and show you how powerful again it is. And remember, everything that we are saying here is not that costly to anyone, anywhere in the world. Okay, so now let me go back to the slide that I was showing earlier, because there's another benefit of Go Backup that is important to know. Let's say that you have a company or you have a client of people. You want to send a message to all of them. The people are 10,000. You can send one message and all of them will get it. Again, this is free as a member of this organization. So let's say that you want to send a message to 10,000 people. WhatsApp will allow you to forward a message to only 5 people at a go. Go Backup go thousands and hundreds of thousands of people at a go. And if you want to do this in Google or Gmail, you have to pay $500 per month for that. This is free. So let's say you want to send a message. You want a particular message to go to all your clients every Monday at 7 o'clock. You can use this bulk email facility to send a message to every person Monday, 7 o'clock. Set it up automatically. Every Monday, it will send a message and it will continue for the next 20 years. But what is even more important is that it will pick and personalize every name. So each person will get his name mentioned. Hello. Okay, and then the name of the person will be mentioned. Hello, Abigail. Hello, Agnes. Hello, Akosia. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Agurugo. Every single person will get his name as if you are personally connected to that person. And you can also automate some messages. So you can say that I want this message to go to the people only on December 24th. And I want that to happen for the next 30 years. You close your mind, every December 24th, the message will leave and will go to all of the people at the same time. Again, there are several of these that are down here. I've demonstrated all of this. There are multiple videos that will teach you, that will show you how all of these things are done. In fact, let me show you something interesting. Because when you go to the online system where I was, in my system here, I have done multiple of these. And there are several videos that automatically does all of them for you. You just have to take multiple templates that has been done You can follow through. These are all of some of them that I have, used a template to do that. Okay, so now let's go to another substantive part. Where do you come in, apart from enjoying the services? Okay? Apart from the enjoyment of the services that you have. You see, there are other things that you can do here. You can do something called Viduba, where you can generate multiple videos and automatically synchronize them to all your social media. You don't have to post it here, post it there, post it there. It is already connected with all of them. And please remember, all of these things are not even up to $100 a year. Let me just put that on record. They are not up to $100 a year. Now, let me come back to where those who might want to use this as part of their project can actually benefit from this. Now, right now, as we speak, iPhone, Netflix doesn't pay you. Google Drive does not pay you. iCloud does not pay you. DSTV does not pay you. Dropbox doesn't pay you. GoBackup is the only cloud storage in the world that pays you. You can earn $1,000 a month. You can earn $3,000. Some of us are making over $8,000 to $10,000, every single time. And you can make $20,000, $50,000, $70,000. It depends, of course, on how you work. Okay? Now, it's not, of course, going to happen immediately. It requires you to take your time and build a project gradually as you do this project. Okay? Now, this part I'm about to speak about is not for everyone, but it's for those who want to use this as their project. Those who want to earn income from this whilst they are doing their normal job. It is for those who want to be able to make some dollars. And by the way, you're actually paid in dollars. You're not paid in any currency, unless you are converting. When you are selecting, unless you are converting your local currency, then it to do that. But if you choose dollars, you're actually practically paid in dollars if you have a dollar account. But if you have a CD account or Rand account or Euro account, you will get it in that particular currency. It is huge income for those that want to run projects like this. And personally, I decided to do this project before I became even a member of the board of directors, because you can't rely on your salary alone. Salaries are fantastic, we all use it, but for those who earn salary, you see that you're always fighting to, the increment in salaries are not that much. I mean, just in 2 years that I've been part of this, I make more than 5 times my salary. More than 5 times in just 2 years. And again, it's a project. It doesn't mean that it's going to be cheap. You have to be willing to do the work. But hey, you are already doing that work in your job. So it's just taking a bit of 2 hours or 3 hours a day of your time after work to do this. And I promise you, if you follow the guidelines and if you are willing and coachable, within a period of a year, you will exceed a lot of things that you can imagine. So GoBackup is right now the only cloud storage facility that pays the members for using the service. How does it work? First thing, your goal is not to be selling these things to people. That is not the goal. The goal is not going about and selling, making awkward calls, getting rejection, chasing people, posting all about several places, script writing, spending hours, complicated back and forth with people. No, that is not how this works. This is a purely automated program with artificial intelligence doing the work for you. What you got to do is to press the button for the AI to do the work for you. But of course, you got to learn how to press the button. It works 24/7. Whilst you sleep, you plug yourself into the Play system, and then it does the work for you. There is a ready-made funnel that works for you. Once you plug yourself, it handles any possible questions and objections you will have. You have your own project. It builds 99% on autopilot for you. It creates leads, nurtures the leads, and closes the leads for them. They are not complicated back and forth. You get your time back, you get your energy back, you get your fun back. Now, how do you start? Or what exactly does it take? Well, there are different incomes that one can earn. You have 1 to 7 different kinds of incomes. And because of time, I will not talk about all of them. I'll just talk about a few of the incomes that you earn. How exactly does this work? Okay, so first thing you have to do is to get the service. You see, you cannot actually talk about how powerful Go Backup is unless you have used it. So the first thing you have to do is to use the service. Now, if you don't find a service to be good, you cannot actually talk about it. Now, first of all, you are not the one going to talk about it. Let me put that on record. But the thing is that you cannot say that something is good when you're not using it. So you have to use it. That's the first thing you do. That means that if you want, you will get the service and use the service. That's the first thing. Now remember, I've already indicated that the service is not that expensive. The second thing you want to do is, once you become a member, you are given a special artificial intelligence auto link. This link is what is going to do the work for you. There are 2 ways you can do this. 1, you will put the link on all your social media handles, or you will send the link to your friends and families and coworkers and anybody that you know. But then, because your presence has been connected to social media, you will generate strangers coming to your link automatically. Now, for those that you know, your families, your friends, anybody on your contact list, what you do is to make a statement. The statement is this: you tell the person that you have some good news for them. That's it. You tell the person that you have a special gift for them. They will ask you, what is that gift? Once they ask you what is that gift, there are 2 things you do. 1, you can give them the link. Now, sometimes you want to add a human face to the link. So after you've given them the link, or even before you give them the link, tell them that you want an expert to explain it to them. Don't try to explain things to them. Don't try to don't try to give a clue. Because you see, you cannot give the details like I will be able to do. Let me do the heavy lifting for you. So you will tell the person that you have a doctor who will explain everything. Let me do the rest. I have multiple times that I meet people, and I have leaders in 57 countries that are also doing the same thing, that I explain the things to your people for you. My job is to explain things, because here's the thing. This is going to happen all over the world anyway. People are already using mobile phones. People are already backing up their files. People are already collaborating. Social media is already growing. And for those of you who might not probably be aware, YouTube will start charging people. Facebook will start charging people for uploading pictures and videos. We have insider information. There's a lot of information, asymmetry that people are not aware, but we are aware because we are dealing with it. The next couple of years, they are going to charge people this. But those who are using Go Backup will not be charged, because the interface will not be using the data wranglings that the Facebook and other social media have. So this is something that is going to grow. That's why it's growing in a way. Whether we accept it or not, it's going to grow. It's just like when Facebook came and people said that you don't need to use Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg started with some few people, 3 people. The rest walked out of the room. We moved from Harvard to Stanford, from Stanford to MIT. Today, Facebook is not with 3 people. It's now with 3.5 billion people. Pastors were saying that we shouldn't use it. Politicians were saying that we shouldn't use it. Today, the Juju people are on social media. The Boko Haram are on social media. People are using the media to do so many things. That is how powerful data is. That's how powerful technology is. It's the fastest growing industry in the world. So once the person comes to us, we will educate the people for you. Your job is done. When they become part of the Go Backup family, you are paid. You are paid immediate income, and you are paid monthly income. Now, the immediate income is not that much. It's a monthly income that is much. The immediate income is just $50 a day per person. Just $50 a day per person. So a day you get $50, a day you get $50, a day you get $50 as you do the work. Okay, Once you get a $50, that means that in a month you're getting approximately $1,005. It's not that bad. I said it's a good start. For some people, $1,005 is not that bad. But a real income comes monthly, because the monthly incomes are incomes that you earn based on the collective effort of everyone in the world. I'll give you an example. As people begin to use the Go Backup, you see, Facebook is Facebook because of the number of people that are using Facebook. But how did people get to know Facebook? What do you think? The reason why people got to know Facebook is because people told them to use Facebook. That's why they use Facebook. A friend tells you, are you on Facebook? What is Facebook? You don't know Facebook. And then now we have 3.5 billion people. Do you know how many people are using iCloud? 900 million people. You know how many people are using Google Drive? 1.1 billion people. You know how many people are using Dropbox? That is about 700 to 800 million people. These are companies that don't even pay. They have been around for years. They don't even pay. And yet people are using them. What do you think these people are going to do when they hear of the Go Backup now? That is paying. And when I say paying, ladies and gentlemen, some are making some very good income here. That is paying people, whilst at the same time is cheaper than all of this. So these incomes that you are seeing here, cycle, generation, dynamic compressions, these incomes that you are seeing here are incomes, some of them you can see it on the middle here, are incomes like $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $7,500. This is the level that I am here, okay, in the world of $10,000. That is where I'm hanging now. Okay? That you can be what? Enjoying from this without selling. Let me put that on record. Without selling to any single person. Again, the full details of this, you are giving this. And again, you can, for those of you on the page, I'll send you the full details so that you can watch this full detail on how each income is calculated and is paid every month. Now, let me summarize before I come to the questions and also address some few things that is coming now. Because the CEO of Go Backup, okay, and all the board of directors are coming to Ghana in November. Okay? Because Ghana is the gateway to Africa right now. Ghana is the fastest growing country in Africa. And currently, Ghana is the second fastest growing country in the world. So that should tell you how powerful we are within the African continent. And that's why they are coming in November here. You know, you see all of this on several media stations. Okay? This will be on several media stations across the country, and you hear of this. Now, let me first summarize the benefits of Go Backup. One is the best cloud storage department in the world. And I say the best because of the value it provides vis-a-vis the price point. It provides emailing system in addition to the cloud storage. Three, it gives you bulk emailing, personalized emailing, automated emailing. You have an artificial intelligence autopilot link. It does all the work for you. Four, you have an unlimited device you can install the Go Backup on your iPad, multiple iPads, on your mobile phone, multiple mobile phones, on your computer, multiple computers. It has one of the highest security in the world, the same security Amazon and Google are using. It has a lead capture system. You can do photo editing and video editing with it. You can protect your files. You can speak, and it will type, and you can let it read your document for you whilst you do other things. Within the community of Go Backup, you will have mentorship. You will have trainings upon trainings upon trainings. You will learn wealth creation processes through artificial intelligence. For example, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people only go for salary. The salary is given, but people don't know how to create wealth, how to create wealth, how to multiply wealth, and how to transfer wealth. And when I say wealth, I'm not talking about money. It's beyond money. Money is just a tool. Wealth is the sum total of your integrity, loyalty, virtue, value, wisdom, humility, as well as money. So money is at the bottom of the pyramid of wealth. And so wealth is an encapsulation of who you become who you become. Because if I give, there are some people when they collect $1 million, within the space of a year, they will squander that money. Why? Because they have not become what is worth the income. Who you are is your nature. What you are becoming is your manifestation. You will learn how to create wealth, not just create, but multiply and transfer. You will learn personal development because you see, there are some people who are rich, not wealthy, they are rich, just money. But when they speak, people don't listen much to them simply because, or they don't have much to speak to people because they have not developed their capacity. When I say personal development, I'm talking about communication skills, leadership skills. So they've not developed unique value propositions that will help them. Go Back Up gives you all of that as well. This is worth about $5,000, but they give it to people for free. You will also be with a community of people in 161 countries where you will learn, or you will get to know a lot of people. There are several think tanks within Go Back Up because some are using. There is nobody who is a millionaire or billionaire who is not dealing with AI, data, cloud, mobiles, laptop. There's no one like that. And so you meet all of those people within the community of Go Back Up. What is the total price? I told you that the price of the service is $99.97. To be a full member of Go Back Up for a year, one adds $20 to the $99.97. And then the person gets the entire service as well as the entire project. And the person learns the process and the person makes the daily income, the person makes the monthly income. Now, even if you put those, the income is not the issue here. The issue is whether this is real. And I'm going to show you something very soon. But note that to be a full member of Go Back Up for a year, the person pays $119.97. This will pay you more than a professor's salary, guaranteed. This will pay you more than 20,000 cedis every month. By the way, $119.97 is just about 1,004 Ghana cedis for a whole year. And yet, and you're not paying, you're only paying for the service you're already using, which is the cloud storage, which is the emailing service, which is more expensive than what others are paying. So everything else is free. Everything else and the learning and the knowledge and the income you're going to get are all part of that package. And again, you don't pay to me, you don't pay to anybody, you pay directly to the organization. And that is why we have a team of people in Ghana here, in Africa here, that you will get to know. Some of them are also on the group. Okay. Now, this is a service everyone needs. It's a project everyone can afford. So timing is everything. Now, let me say why timing is everything. Okay. In 2023, I was on my way to the UK to go and work for a university. I've been there for 2 years now whilst doing my Go Back Up. During that process, I told some people, some of them are even professors, about how powerful this is. The first thing that comes into people's mind is that this is not real, this is fake, this is not true, because people, the first thing people do is that they attach negativity to things before they attach positivities to them. Ladies and gentlemen, today when I show some of the benefits I get from Go Back Up, even just looking at the income, some of them tell me that this is juju, because they can't understand that we are making incomes like that. Okay. For example, these are some of the incomes people are making every single month. Okay. But I remember when I made an income this last month, okay, I made an income of $8,350. Okay. It takes a longer time for a person to appreciate. People are making $10,000, $20,000. Even $1,000 is good. In fact, even $500 every month is good. Life is already risky. This is not going to be the last chapter of risks in your life. Everything in life is already risky. A woman goes through 9 months of pregnancy. It's not because it's fun. On the day of delivery, the child can die, the woman can die, and yet women continue to give birth. Why? Because the chances you take, the people you meet, the faith that you have, that is what is going to define you. Okay. So sometimes people look at the risks and then they feel that they don't need that. That is a big mistake when people see a growing technology. This is a technology that is growing. Even without an income, this technology is going to grow like Facebook. Right now, the total number of people in Africa are not up to 2,000. Nigeria has over 200 million people. Ghana has over 33 million people. South Africa has over 50 million people. Malawi has over 50 million people. Ladies and gentlemen, watch the trend. The next 3 years, you will see this go back up around the world. You know why? Sustainability is defined by the ability to contain something that is not destroying the environment whilst creating ESG, economic, social, and governance acceptance. Sustainability of this project is as a result of the fact that people are always using the mobile phone. As long as people are using this mobile phone, the laptop, the iPad, this will grow with you or without you. You just have to look at the trend of where we are, and then you see how this is going to skyrocket. So this is a go backup facility, and timing is everything. You want to take advantage of this, and you want to use it, and it will benefit you. Now, at this stage, let me see if I can just speak to a few of those who have just started this project. Dorothy, if you are here, or Enyenam, if you are here, you can just share what you have seen so far in the go backup environment. And since you have been using it, and then you can share what you have experienced with that. Are they here? Enyenam, okay.
Yes.
So, because you have, let me just say that this lady is one of the incredible ladies that we have here in Africa. She's also a lecturer, and she has been part of this. What has been one thing that you have enjoyed since you became part of this?
Okay. Data loss is something that is very painful. When I started, I think about 4 months before that, I had lost over 6 years of data on one of my laptops. I was using Google Drive on my phone, but not on my laptop because I was asked to pay more, which was quite painful. So when I heard about this, I teach, so what I teach is practical. So I have videos, I've used apps to prepare. Over 6 years of data, you can imagine, more than 600 gig of data being lost within a twinkle of an eye, and I couldn't retrieve any of it. It's a very painful process. If you've never lost data before, you will think that it is a waste of money when you have to save data, but when you lose it, and unfortunately, it doesn't even inform you that it's going to happen. It just happens, then it will vanish. It's very painful. So when I had the opportunity to hear about God Backup, that as I pay, I can also develop another stream of income, I was very happy. I used it, and it's given 6,000 gig of data space to save my data. My phones are connected, my laptop are connected, and they are all in the same place. If I decide to travel anywhere and I don't want to carry my laptop, but still I need data on my laptop, I can pick my phone and still have access to that data. This is one of the interesting things. I don't have to scatter my data in many places, as some people do. They want to use the free version of Google Drive, but unfortunately, with that one, anything can happen. The free version doesn't make your data secure. You can lose part of it, even some of the paid version. But I've seen this change other phones. My data is still there, safe for me. Even though I've stopped using that phone, I can still see my data there and I can have access to it. This is one of the most interesting aspects of this God Backup space that I've occupied. So whatever it is, I just put it there. I don't worry about space when I'm downloading things or taking pictures or videos. All I need is that I just go and put it there and use it. It's so comfortable to use.
Very good. So before we continue, I want to just show some quick video with. So I'm here with Walter. Walter, one of the, this, I don't know whether you guys can see, this is Walter from Italy. We were in Canada just 2 weeks ago, and he was sharing the power and the benefits of this project and this cloud storage and how it is changing or is going to change the face of the technology world. Just wanted to. What would be your advice for anybody who is yet to come in and those who are already in?
Well, my advice is take immediately the service and use it right away because it's fantastic. It changes your digital life. You can have peace of mind because all your digital assets are in a safe place and you have to worry not anymore.
Right, I'm here with Sylvia Fontana. She's a great leader. Sylvia, what do you have to tell someone who is yet to come?
Oh my gosh, jump in it, guys. Practically, we are still in a pre-launch. It's the beginning. You have no idea how big this one's gonna become. Don't lose this train, jump in it. That's all.
Thank you. So I'm here with, so just listen to also the CEO of Go Backup, who is coming to see. These guys are already technology experts, and they are the ones who are championing this across the United States. And they have dealt with some of the big companies already. And now I just wanted to hear what he said about this. Wait, Joel? Joel is the CEO of Go Backup. Joel, you have been a fantastic leader. You take care of us. What would be your advice for someone who is on the outside, yet to come in, and those who are already in the business?
My advice, math guy, is if you look at where cloud storage was just a few years ago, in 2019, which is only 5.5 years ago, only 20% of people used any type of cloud storage. Now it's at 55%. You don't want to jump in when it's at 100%. Everybody's going to have it. So take action immediately now, guys, because we're the only company that has put this into a great home-based business opportunity. And guess what? Everybody, regardless of this, is moving towards cloud storage. So take action. He's an amazing leader himself. You're going to love his presentation, and you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So now let me come to you, Dr. Dorothy Hanson. You have also been part of these programs, in the past few years. And you have seen the benefits of Go Backup. You have seen both the service benefits and how it, when you became part, we were in 82 countries, I presume. Yeah. Now we have moved all the way from 82 countries to 161 countries. If this was a joke, obviously, how do you see the trend?
Wow, it's just remarkable how fast Go Backup is going. Thank you so much for that question. It's obvious that people already need something like this. People are looking for a service that's flexible with operating system, and that's all. People are also looking for opportunity to make additional income, and the two just works together at this point in time where we are all into technology. Many of us are just users of technology, but we are not really earning or benefiting from it in any other way. We are just product users. But Go Backup gives you the chance to not be just a product user, but also to earn something with technology. Because if you are paying attention a little, everything about technology is what is going to grow the next generation. AI we talk about sits right in the middle of data storage. If the data is not stored, AI cannot process it. And Go Backup gives you the unique opportunity to be part of something that is bigger than just a cloud storage service. I, for one, use an iPhone. And if you're an iPhone user, most of the time, all you know is iCloud. And you think everything about your phone must go to iCloud. Then Go Backup happened to me 2 years ago. And not only have I been able to back up 2 iPhones at a price point that I can't still believe, I still have more space to back up more data, plus a Windows laptop. It doesn't happen with other cloud storage services. And there's something unique about Go Backup. Unlike the others who just take your files, when it comes to your laptop, Go Backup backs up the C drive of your laptop. It goes beyond what is on it to the C drive. So if your laptop should crash right now, everything is already in the cloud, and it does incremental hourly backup. So long as your laptop is on, everything is safe with you. So it gives you that peace of mind that no matter what happens, your data is going to be secured, and it's just growing exponentially, and it's just mind-blowing what's going to come with everybody who partners Go Backup at this point, because you are still just at the beginning of the trend of go back up, and I can see a big future for those who can see the vision of where data storage is going right now.
Yes, and for those of you, and guys, please feel free, raise your hand if you have a question, you can ask the question so that we can address it. For those of you who have created a group paid for, you can also, backstage me if you want further information. If you can't talk here and you want further information. This is not a by force program. This is a program where it is up to you to take it. We are giving you something. And I'm telling you, for those of you probably want to know who I am, some of you already know who I am. Okay? And that is, again, the first start. I am a doctor. I'm a senior lecturer in the University of Ghana Business School. I'm an expert in artificial intelligence, data science. I teach mathematics, I teach data science, I teach AI. I have taught this in South Africa. I still teach in South Africa. I teach in Warwick University. I teach in Leicester University. I'm telling you, this is a good thing. If you are there and you want to really know what is trending, see, if you go to YouTube and just type the next best jobs in the next 5 to 10 years, all of them are around technology. Go and do fufu. It will be around technology, and you need data. You have to accumulate data. If you are on YouTube, if you're on social media, you are dealing with data. So why are you using these things and not earning from it? Why would you go and watch people's comedy? Do you know what, the comedians, do you know how much they are earning when you are laughing at their jokes? So the world is changing, and therefore, this is something that is going to take, if there's ever been, this is something that we have in our hand already, okay? And because we have this in our hand already, it is critically important that a person recognizes the efficacy and the importance of this, and then become. So, you have been one of those who have, moved up steps in this project. You started, you had doubts, or you didn't?
We all have doubts. Usually, something you are not familiar. I'm a nurse. I'm a professional nurse. I haven't learned any AI, any technology, nothing. I have no idea what cloud storage is. I've been using Google Drive, but it's not like I've just connected. The thing goes there. I don't know where it goes. So when I had this, I said, what is this thing? How are they saying I'm going to earn money? But I had all my doubts. I just wanted to protect my data. That was the basic thing. Then I didn't even talk to anybody. I just shared the thing on my status. Before I realized, I received an email that, people have subscribed and I've been paid. I said, this thing, is it really going to work? Then people started sharing the difficulty they are having with storing data and the amount of money they spend in doing that. That was when I realized that there is actually a need for it. For any income to be generated, you would have to be solving a problem. So I realized that people have problem in this area. So it is something that can provide income. If I really put myself in it and learn about it, it's a new thing. All I needed to know, like my profession, I learned it. So I don't see what is so different about learning something about it. And I don't even need to learn how cloud storage is done. I just need to understand how I'll save data. And that was it.
Dorothy, when you look at the fact that Go Backup is not just a cloud storage, it's not just a collaboration, but it goes beyond, even forget about the income. The income is huge. For those that are work towards it. And for those of you, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to do well in this project and you are humble and you're coachable, I will guide you to make at least $1,000 every month, at least $2,000 every month, in addition to whatever salary you are getting. Okay? And again, some of you are very rich, so this might be nothing to you. So what my advice rather to you is that, do you normally have people who come to you because they think you have money? Do you normally have people who are bothering you all the time because they think you have money? Why don't you give them this project as something they can do so that they can be making $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 every month? I mean, in Ghana, making even $1,000 is doctor's salary. Okay? Making $2,000 is crazy income. That's over 20,000 cedis every month. And this is always dollars. So imagine when the cedi depreciates further, then it means that the income goes up. So think about it. Okay? Do not wait. Like the CEO said, this is something that is growing. We are at its beginning stage. And this is why I decided that I would take this opportunity. So let me come to you, Dorothy. What is another benefit that is so huge, non-financial benefit of GoBackup? Not the service, not the income, but another non-financial services that you have found to be wonderful.
Thank you. Again, GoBackup is made up of a community. It's a community of positive-minded, should I say, achievers who are actually just using the GoBackup as a vehicle to impact more people. There's so much learning and personal development in this community that you will not get anywhere. Many of us have just had our certificates and we are working with that. But the other part of our lives, how to live life, how to maximize what you know, how to maximize your own talent, how to put it out there to make money out of it, how to even speak, how to communicate, how to position yourself. There's so much personal development in this community that you cannot even put a price point to how much you paid for it. Because here, you meet businessmen, you meet academicians, you meet engineers, you meet people from different walks of life already excelling, who are there to mentor you. You know, when you don't understand something, and that's when you have a negative approach to it. But when someone who has been there holds your hand and walks you to it, it's like it just shortens your journey for it. And the learning on this project, it goes beyond, I don't know which value to put for it. People pay to attend conferences for personal development and how to speak. These things are freely given on this project. And in fact, Dr. Ohenia-Sari is one of the mentors you would love to work with. I mean, the things you learn from Dr. Sari, the mindset you get, how to position yourself, really, you will not get it from anywhere. And many people do not get even access to people of this caliber to learn from. But because we are on this project, for just saying $120, you get to learn so much from people of his caliber. I personally, on this project, I just had a medical background, but having been on this project, the way I think now, the way I see life now, the way I process things, my approach to people, everything has improved. And it just doesn't hit you on this project. It eventually impacts different aspects of your life, which makes you a better version of yourself, more attractive than the person that you actually joined this project with. And there are leverages. You get to partner people across the world. Because of this project, Doc just came back from Canada. There are partners already in Canada who are willing to work with you. People all over this 165 countries, which naturally sometimes would have taken a struggle to even be able to visit. But because of these partnerships, you can just travel across just with the connections you have with this project. And this is just $0 per the whole year that you subscribe. And it's just unbeatable. I can't put a price point to the personal development that GoBackup offers you. Yeah, so you back up your service, you make some income, but you grow as a person. And that is even more marketable than anything else that you can put value to for me.
And for those of you who are probably wondering whether we are kidding, these are members of GoBackup already. Look at the top there, you see that we have 1,023 people already. These are people who are even part of the WhatsApp group that we created. So we have a lot of people all across the world and these are people from all across the world who are already becoming members of this community, enjoying the knowledge. And I want to share something very interesting regarding the knowledge transfer. Ladies and gentlemen, here you will learn something called leadership development. You will learn how to become a leader in your job, in your house, in your business, in your community. You will learn. Leadership skills is powerful. The next one is communication skills. There's a skill of communicating who you are is defined by what you say. Okay? So whatever you speak at, that is why people say that when Jesus spoke, everybody listens. So the skills that you are going to learn to speak is something you will gain here. You will also network. She's already mentioned, network with a lot of people. There are people ordinarily you wouldn't meet. There are people ordinarily you wouldn't meet, but you will meet them in Gobakab, and they will humble themselves to you, and you can tap on their credibility and tap on their leverage. Okay, and you don't sell in Gobakab, you just learn and use the system to work for you. And you get a chance to travel across the world. Let me just put that across. Okay? You get a chance to travel around the world and get to meet several. So, what will be your final message? And then, as we close now, what will be your final message to everyone?
Okay, so if you are here at the opportune time. Imagine when Microsoft was starting, you had access to it, that it should be a partner. How would you have felt? You didn't even know how it will start. Look at Facebook, how it started. Now look at the number of people who are there. It's become like the hub of everybody. This is a technology that is beyond that. And they keep working on it every day to become better. It is an opportunity for us. It's an opportunity they're actually giving us to also partner this and have a space in this technology sector. Yes, we can't go and set up data center anywhere because of the amount involved, but we are being given this opportunity to have a hand in this. A slice of a cake is definitely better than the whole in some cases. This is an opportunity being given to us, and you will learn to become better. Just decide that you want to start. Even if you don't understand anything, just start. By next year, you would have gained more knowledge on it than you have right now.
Fantastic. Dorothy, what will be your final message? I just want to say that whilst we are talking, Doctor, what's the name? Doctor, I think he was on the call here. One doctor and one Jemima just WhatsApped me that they just want to start right now. Because some people see the opportunity. An opportunity is an impatient woman. She's not waiting for you to dress up because there are other men waiting for it. It takes guts to see the future. It takes wisdom, deep, because wisdom is the application of knowledge. It takes vision, because vision is who you are today by virtue of what you see tomorrow. It takes a lot of deep insight. There are four sides to the human eye. You have insight. Okay? It's a very powerful thing, the ability to know from within before you see from without. Okay? Then you have something called oversight. Then you have hindsight before you have foresight. This kind of sight to the human body is what defines those who make it and those who wait to be seen. So let me come back to you, Dr. Dorothy.
Thank you so much, and that was insightful what you just said. Once again, I mean, you also have a device. You have a smartphone too. There's no way you can have a smartphone or a laptop in this era and not be making money from it. Our time, the way work happens has changed. Our time for work is not now the 8 to 5 physical going and coming. There's a whole window, a whole new world on the mobile device where people are making even much more than the physical going 8 to 5 and coming back. People sit on their phones and make millions of foreign currency. And this is just one of those opportunities. Perhaps you've been praying for something to do in addition to your usual job, something else that will bring you an additional income stream. This is the answer to that prayer. And now you have the opportunity to take that bold step to start. So don't think twice. Just start. Every support you need to build this, you'll be given, and start also turning your dreams into reality. And just start. That will be my final words to you on the call.
So that was Dr. Patience, actually. She was the one who was, she's just backstage. So thank you, guys. Please don't force to do this. But I can promise you, those of you who have that open-mindedness and take this action, just give yourself 6 months and you say that you wish you had seen this earlier, especially when you see this all over the media stations. You see, I was speaking to a very powerful media. You see, I teach a lot of people from the University of Ghana, and they know me. They know that I'm a very, pragmatic person. I teach mathematical courses, but I'm a very pragmatic guy. I just want to know the practicality of it. A lot of people talk about AI. They don't know that AI is very mathematical. It's very mathematical. They say AI. But I like to look at the pragmatic or the practical aspect of that hideous mathematics. AI is very mathematical, but you got to apply it. That's why those who apply it are doing well. This is one of the applications of AI. This is an auto-generated AI system, which those that take advantage, you get benefit in all angles. Forget about the income. I keep saying the income will come naturally. Okay, there's a book I'll recommend, and you will get a lot of books I'll recommend during this process. There's a book I'll recommend which is known as Drive. There's a book by Daniel Pink. There are 190 books I'll be recommending to you during this project stage. And the other incredible people who will be recommending books as well to you. But this book called Drive, when you read it, it tells you that if money is your only means of doing something, you have already failed in life. So I wanted to look at this program as a way of connecting with high-minded, high-caliber, business-oriented people, not in Ghana, not in US, no, it is across the world. You are connecting with people like that. And see that as your living cornerstone to get to the place you want to be, to get to that dream place. If you've ever dreamed of going to the UK, going to Canada, for us, through this thing, we combed across over 50 countries in the world. So take advantage of some of these things and do not look at just the instant gratification, because the future is bright. Okay. Dr. Dorothy, are you finished? Huh?
Yes, I'm just done. I mean, people should just start. This is just remarkable. Like it's very big, and soon somebody else will tell you about it if you miss this chance.
Fantastic. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you all very much indeed for being on this call. It's been a pleasure having all of you. For those who couldn't listen, I have this recording that I'll give to them. For others, they will get to know about the recording, about the next presentation, which I'll do potentially on Monday. Then they will listen live and ask themselves questions. But those of you who have listened, ask your question on the page, and I'll use that as a way to guide you in the process. Do not joke when God is giving you an opportunity like that. Do not toy with it. Pray over it. Ask God to guide your thought process and just start. So thank you very much indeed. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And I'll see you again, God willing, on Monday. Have a wonderful evening.